So you might have to remove the space. Looks fine. Maybe for secondary, we can give a term. All right, click OK. So now at the site collection, we have two user permission. One is SP admin and one is group. All right, click this one. Now hold on for a moment. Go back to a setting box now and click here site setting. First, let's check that who is a site collection administrator. Wow, I'm able to see SP admin and a Tom both are site collection administrator. I do not want Tom to be a site collection administrator. Cross that one. Remove that Tom. Click Tom. Click cross. Yeah, just you have a cross button, or maybe you can give a backspace to remove that. All right. Only SP admin. I like that. I want to give Tim a site collection administrator permission. Type here Tim. Wonderful. Yeah, perfect. Click OK now. So by going to my site collection setting, I first define who will have permission on this site collection itself. So when I say site collection itself, it means that overall site, any subsite, anything which you create below that we have permission. Now look at that. Who has this site permission? So click site permission now. Oh, I'm able to see group, members, owner, and a visitor. Click viewer and check here what permission they have. So click the checkbox and you have on top which is called check permission or maybe edit user permission. Just close that one, click edit user permission. Look at that, what all permission we have. We have a permission called full control, design, edit, contribute, read, and a view only. When I say view only, he can view most of the thing. He can view all pages. He can see the list items. He can see all document. He can see document type with the server side and so many, so many, so many. But what he can't do, he cannot download the document. He cannot go beyond list. He can only see a top level list, but he cannot go beyond that. And of course, he cannot add anything here. So if I combine this permission with read, so for an example, if I give a checkbox of a read, so not only he can view, look at here, it said that this user can also download the document. So it means that in a SharePoint, read and a view both have a two different meaning. Most of the security system generally treat read and a view as the same permission. But in a SharePoint, read has one level up permission of a view, where the user can, where a user can also download the document. And when you combine both the permission, we have a greater permission level on a SharePoint. So let read and a view to be assigned. Just click cancel now. Click the member permission. Check what the permission they have. Have a checkbox and click edit user permission. So what he can do, he can add, edit, delete, he can view, he can add, he can update, delete list item in a document. Means he can do most of the things except deleting something which is created by the other user. Just cancel this one and let's review what the owner has a permission by default. So click check the checkbox of a owner and say edit user permission. Pretty good. He has full control. He can do whatever he wants. Now let's say for an example, I want to customize my permission. My own group will have a different permission. Click cancel now. Go back again to your site content. So site setting. Click the setting button and click site setting. Below the site setting. Perfect. Click site permission. On the top, you have an option called create group. On the top, you have a permission called create group. All right. Give a group name, company group. We can give a description at this point of time. Let's skip that. Scroll it down. Little bit more up, more up. Now, here where first we define who is going to be a group owner. By default, system account, I can say that SP admin going to be a group owner. Yeah, just remove that one. Now, who can view the membership of the group? I say let's everyone to see whether they are member or not. Give everyone a permission. Everyone. All right. Does anyone who want to be a member of this group, does they need an approval? Yes or no? I can say that yes, anyone who is interested to join or leave this group, we can send, they have to send a request. Request need to be accept or deny. Second, does the auto accept request is there? I can say no or yes. So let's click yes and yes. Second one also yes. All right. Now, how the user is going to join the group? Should I send an email invite to the user? If user have email address, that SharePoint is going to send an email to that user. At this point of time, none of my user have an email address because we have not configured any email server so far. I will leave this part below one. Now just scroll down. Now here, what exactly permission do you want to give? I want to give a read permission. So give him a read permission. All right. And then click create. So now I have a user or group created, which is name called company group. You have an option called new there on the top. There is a new button or maybe an action button. Now here you are going to invite the user. Maybe you can type Tim, then a Tom. Click save. Perfect now. Now you have an action button on top. So here you can define that how this particular user is going to be believed. Do you want to send an email address? If your SharePoint is connected with voice system, you can even call the user. Do you want to remove the user from a group or do you want to leave a group? So this is how we customize our group. What I want now, molecule, create a subsite. Now within this subsite, add this group, add this group as a reader. So go back to your site now. Yeah, go to site content, click new subsite. That's wonderful. Give it a name, maybe child one. Give it also child one. You have to go a little up because you have to select unique permission. Yeah, select unique permission. All right. Scroll it down. Say yes, yes, yes. All right, and say create. Now it is going to say here. So I want to use existing group now because I have already created group for myself. So select drop down. Now you see here, it is going to see display you your group, which is company group, along with the default one. So for a first, we are going to select company group. For a second and a third, we are going to select a different, maybe uh, SP admin, SP admin. So here we select company group, leave it as it is. Here, instead of system account, it's SP admin. Below also SP admin. And just create a group. Repeat the process with second one also. Create one more site after that. Repeat the same process. All wonderful. So I have a child 1 and a child 2. On a child 1, I have given a read permission to a user Tom. While a child 2, I have a read permission to a Tom. Why Tom or Tim? Because Tom and Tim both is now a member of my company group. So what will happen when I try to share this site? Let's say I am going to site, or I already Tim and Tom has a member. Do one thing, let's disconnect and log in with Tom. So grab the IP address, going to remote, and as a remote, I try to log in with the user Tom. So typing on a Q slash Tom and Tom will have. Oh, but before that, we need to hold on. I think it's gone. 1 second. Let we have to log in back to SP admin because we have to copy the URL first. So I have to copy this URL. Let me paste it. And I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to log in back with the user. And I want to see what exactly Tom is going to do here. See user Tom, have a password. All right. So let me copy the URL, paste the URL here, see what will happen. Now Tom is able to see child 1 and a child 2 both. But what Tom is not capable of? He is not capable of uploading, downloading any document because Tom is a member of my company group, and my company group only have a read access. So means Tom can only read the document and download the document. Tom cannot create a document. None of the site, neither on a child 1, neither on a child 2. Because while creating the site itself, you assign my company group a visitor member, and my company group only have a read permission. Now let's alter the permission, and then we try login back with Tom again and see whether the Tom is capable of doing any task or not. Let me disconnect, copy this one again, come back to remote, Let me log in this one. This time I'm going to log in with SP admin. Going to say PASSWORD 234. All right. So now you have a tab here. So this one, what we have created. Now go back again to site setting. Molecule, go back to site setting because we have to alter the permission for the group. Go back to site permission or maybe a people or a group. Yeah, click the company group and say edit user permission. Give this user a contribute permission as well. Click OK. So now you are not going to give a permission user by user. Instead of that, you assign or change the permission for a group. Maybe this group have 100 users. So whenever you make a changes to a group, by default, permission going to be followed down for both the user, all the user of the member who is a member of this group. So now you have altered the permission and you have granted contribute right also to this group. And since my user, Tim and Tom, both member of this group, by default now they can get a contribute permission. Let's do that. Going for a disconnect. Copy this one again. Let's have a remote. Click that one. And this time, I'm going to say Q Tom. Tom is going to have a password 1234. Right. So the new permission has been granted to a user Tom. Let's try refresh the site. Still, he is not able to upload the document, so we have to say sign out. Yes. And let's copy this URL again, paste it again. Oh, why child 1 and child 2 on a document library, this specific user still not have a permission. Correct? Huh? But as a Tom, I already have a permission given them so that they can upload the document or download the document.